So guys, how are you? I am back. We had a few issues right here. I think, let me see if I can post this back up, and what am I supposed to do now? Okay, we're back and we're good. Okay, people, I am back. I'm back. We're talking about long distance. I'll wait for a few more people to come back and jump on. We lost connection. So we're talking about long distance relationships. I'm waiting for people to come back on. And it can work if we know what to do. There's so much that we are expected. Hi Judy, hi Binta, hi Katsmo. I'm back. Yes, thank you. How is it going? Yes. Good. Yes, we're talking about long. I hope that we've heard some things about long distance relationships today. I hope that we have. Yes. You are. This is 60 minutes with PD. It's your fastest moving 60 minutes of the day. Okay, I'm here every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. and we are doing life and love together. Hi Fiona, how are you doing? How are we all doing? Christy Apera, hi. I'm back. We had some network issues, but it's been resolved. I'm waiting for us to get back. Okay, so follow me right here at PIDI19. Hi, I am Innovent. Jumper Ladipo, I know who you are. Jumper Ladipo, how are you? You should stay in touch. Yes, B. Ashburn. Yes, fastest moving. That's right. It's going to be up in like a minute. I don't know how I'm going to cover this material tonight. So now, if you're in a long distance relationship, make sure you share all the little moments of joy together. That's what spices it up. It's like, whatever happened in the day that was joyful, that was exciting, share it. And, you don't even have to wait till your appointed time that you call, like in the evening. Just share it. It just keeps things going. Just share it. Yes, I was just trying to. Yes, just share it. So that helps. It spices things up. Just be intentional to prioritize the time that you have with each other. Because it's very easy in a long distance relationship to just start to like that connection starts to weaken, and you start to you're spending more time watching football than talking to her. You've got that your time that you spend together is important. You have to prioritize it. It's something that you have to do. If you're in a long distance relationship, you have to do this for it to work. Okay? Jumper Ladipot, are you trying to come on? Tell me if you're coming on. You've got to have some things to share with us. Okay, now, good. Remember to build your own personal life, and it's okay for the other person to build theirs. Now, sometimes we're in a long distance relationship, one person is trying to be controlling, and they just want it to just occupy all your time because they are insecure. Let's not do that. You should be able to have your friends. You know what to do and what not to do. You've discussed your boundaries. So that way you live a full life. Even though your loved one is thousands of miles away from you, you're living a full life. I mean, I'm not talking about going out and doing what you're not supposed to do, but have a good social network. So that way you're not putting too much demand on the person that's thousands of miles away for everything. So still live a well-rounded, safe life, if you know what I mean. Don't take it overboard. It's hard to control it's very, very hard to control, and it's very hard to control people in a long distance relationship. And anyway, you're not expected to control. Sometimes you just can't. You're expected to trust. If you don't have trust, you have nothing. I'll say this one more time. If there's no trust in our marriage, you have nothing. If there's no trust in a relationship, there's nothing. You have to value trust. I mean, like guys out there know this. You've got to value trust. The person you're with has got to trust you. Even ladies, you ladies too. He's got to trust you. He's got to be able to walk away and not be worried about what you're doing, who you're calling, or who you're with. So let's start to understand this. If you are in a serious relationship, make sure that you've built trust in your partner. Okay? And trust is something that you earn. You can't demand trust, you earn trust. Okay. Talk through your struggles. Talk, not text. I'll tell you this, if you're in a long distance relationship, don't depend on texting a lot. Because especially when there's a problem or an issue, move it to a conversation. Start to talk, okay? Because there are times when a text can carry the wrong feeling. A text can just, like I've seen people just completely misunderstand themselves texting. Where I said it from a heart of love, but now you've taken offense because, to be quite frank, you've read it out of the context of love, and it looks like I said something really harsh, and I didn't. So let's know this, so that if you're in a long distance relationship, as soon as you can, especially in tough conversations, do a video call, don't text. Did we get that? Okay. Prioritize communication. Again, I keep saying that because it's important. Prioritize communication. Let each other know your expectations regarding communication. It's so important. If you expect a call every morning and every evening, let your partner know. And if your partner really didn't call you every morning, every evening, it's not like they don't love you. It's just like their need for communication could be less than yours. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's not bad. So communicate. Don't have unspoken expectations where I expect you to call me every morning, but you don't. Now I'm taking offense because I just feel if you loved me, you think about me first in the morning and you'd call, and then I've taken offense. Let's not do that. Let's talk. If you're in a long distance relationship, let's discuss it. Let's talk about it, and then let us do it. Okay? There should be no unspoken expectations. Very good. Long distance relationships must be temporary. It can't be permanent. I've said this before. It can't be permanent because it leaves you in a hopeless frame of mind, thinking, well, it's going to be like this forever. So and discuss it often. Darling, in 2 years' time, 12 months' time, we'll be together, and really make the plans to be together. Okay? And there's always got to be an end game, and there should be some kind of visitation plan where, every month, maybe I come this month, you come next month, but there's got to be a plan. So it's something to look forward to. It allows you to go through the times where by yourself, because you know that you can actually do a countdown. Well, it's 2 weeks. Well, it's 1 week. Well, it's 2 days. Oh wow, I show up. So have that going on, and it helps. It boosts the morale of both of you. Did we get that? We're talking about long distance relationships, how to make it work. Okay, we can actually make them work. It's not my first choice, but I can make it work. Without this, there will be that. And truly, if these things aren't said and planned, there's going to be doubt, insecurity, and anxiety. These are 3 things you don't want in your relationship, in your long distance relationship, where there's a doubt, there's anxiety, there's insecurity, because you don't know when this will end. You don't know if it will ever end. You don't know if they plan. You just don't know what's going on. So even though they may not have said it, you guys, if you're in one, discuss it. Don't be silent on it. It's like, darling, this is how often I can visit. Make a plan, and in X amount of time, this whole thing should stop, because you'll either come to me or I'll come to you. But talk about the future. If you're in a long distance relationship, be intentional about talking about the future with yourselves. If you're dating somebody long distance and they never talk about the future, it's a red sign. It's a red sign. They like no goals that involve you, no vision that involves you. They're not talking about the future. It's just a red flag. So start to, hi Israel, how are you doing? Just start to watch out. In a few minutes, I'm going to talk about red flags, because there are red flags in long distance relationships that are particular to long distance relationships. Are we good? Are we enjoying this? Let's have some discussions here, people. Who's been in a long distance relationship, and how was it? Did you have fun? Are you still in it? Is it over? Did it end up in marriage? Let's encourage some people. Or did the person just mess up big time? But then, what can I say? Talk to me, people. I saw a name here. That is John Caffel. Hi, John Caffel. How are you, John Caffel? Yes. Okay. As I was saying, even, yes. You should establish a traveling or visiting structure. Let me see. Did I jump anything? Well, you are listening to PD. You're on 60 Minutes with PD Okay, I'm here every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Please make it a date to be with me. We discuss a lot of things on relationships and we have fun. Okay, you should establish a traveling or visiting structure. It's good to know that in a month or two, we will be together and try to stick to the plan. People handle long distance much better when they know that a month or 6 months will come together. So just because I'm looking forward to seeing you physically, it's something to look forward to. So let's have that there, even if it's 1 year. Say darling, in 1 year we'll be together, and it's something to look forward to. Time moves very fast. Okay, even in a long distance relationship, be spontaneous and do exciting things whenever you can. You see, I mean, can you imagine where she's in Lagos and I'm in Abuja, and guess what? They tell me there's a delivery, at the gate, and next thing I get chocolate, I get food, I get whatever, something nice, something spontaneous. It's nice, you spice it up. Do these things, be spontaneous. Carry yourself along all day long. Like you're at the supermarket. Take a picture or something, take a video, send it. I'm at the mall, take a video, send it, send some. But there's so many things you can still do, even though you're long distance. It keeps things alive. So if you know that you're with a person that you really love and you want this relationship to be something, even though you're thousands of miles away, you can do this thing. You can keep the relationship going. You can spice it up. Did you any ideas for spicing up relationships? I need to get you guys involved somehow. I want some ideas, ideas. I talked about delivering stuff, okay? So that's my idea. What's yours? Slim Zaddy for all. Hi, that is the name. I want everyone to experience as it makes you all stronger. Trust me, gold is gold cause of a blast furnace. What are you talking about? Talk to me. Okay, cool. Okay, so where was I? So yes. So be spontaneous, be exciting. You can still be exciting even though you're long distance. Okay, send emojis, send stickers anytime they come to mind. Like do this thing and it's fun. You're working, and all of a sudden they come to mind. She comes to mind, and just stop for a moment, grab your phone, send an emoji, say hi, send a heart or something, and just keep working. Okay, wherever she is, 10,000 miles away, she's going to know that this guy at this point, he thought about me. Okay, wow, and that makes you feel good. It builds a connection. It doesn't take it away. It adds to the connection. So like there are things that you can just practice doing, all the time. That when you do it, even though you're thousands of miles away, which many people are, it doesn't feel that way. When they go to bed that night, they know that they shared some things with you. They shared some experiences with you. You're driving, take a short video, take a picture, you send it. Just keep the connection going, okay? The distance should not separate you emotionally. I'll say that. Okay, cool. Yes, send emojis. Decide, and then talk about it. Decide who will move to who at the end. Or do you both move to somewhere neutral? If in a long distance relationship, you must know what's the end game. Do you come to me? Do I come to you? And when? So once we know this, then we can survive the time apart. We can endure it because we know that it's coming to an end. And we've both agreed. Okay? Fantastic. Visit by surprise is a very good one. Visit by surprise, it's a good one. But don't surprise yourself, you know what I mean? I'll leave that. I won't go there. I have a mind. My mind can be very, very interesting sometimes. Sometimes you're trying to surprise people, but you end up getting surprised. Yeah? And something like, I don't know what, but if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. What would you do what would you do if you and your wife are living in separate cities because of work? And just before she is to quit and move to your town to be with you, she gets a promotion and it's double pay, double your pay. Okay, I'll ask this question again. What would you do? You and your partner or your wife in particular, you're in separate cities, okay? And she's about to move over in like 3 months' time. And she gets a pay raise that leaves her earning twice what you earn. Do you remain in long distance, or do you move to her instead of her moving to you? What would your decision be? Can anybody, let's have, I'll just put it out there. Let's see what your answer is, okay? That would be interesting. Yes. Whatever your decision is, prioritize your marriage. In a long distance relationship, you have to be intentional to discuss boundaries. If I now boundaries, like I'll give you an example of boundaries, because sometimes we get confused. We don't know what I mean by boundaries. Discuss this thing. Like for example, if I go out with my boys, can I dance with a female? Now, we're in a long distance relationship. I may not ask you this if you're in town, but now that you're not in town, like if I go out with the guys, can I dance with a female? Can I? Guys, I need some feedback. If I go out with the girls, can I dance with a man? What time do you expect me to be home? Do you get, what time do you expect me to be home? Do I have to tell you before I hang out with my friends at night? Because if you don't discuss these things, things happen and then offense is taken. So do I need to tell you if I'm hanging out with my girls at night? Girls, what do we think? Let me see. So somebody says, my ex is a Caucasian girl who lived in South Seoul, Korea. Wow. She's not your sugar mommy. No, stop that. Stick to the plan and trust God for something better. That is from Ofore. Good, that's good. You must choose what's most important. You can always get a better job again. Yes, keep. Ade says keep. DJ Spice. I ended up the relationship because I ended the relationship because it was taking too long for her to come to Nigeria. I wanted her to come fast. Okay, that's good communication. Okay, good. So guys, I mean, like, would you be like, what's your decision? Would you allow them to go out at night? Would you need to know when they come back? Can they mingle with the other sex while they're out? Is that a boundary for you? Is it something that's okay? Talk to us. Let's get some. You move to her. You're going for the money. Okay. So yes. Okay. So is it okay I chat with people of the other sex late into the night or evening? Can I do lunch or dinner with a friend of the opposite of the other sex? Can I these things and whatever you agree, but have an agreement. Discuss these things, set the boundaries. These are my expectations. These are of what you should do or shouldn't do. And once you know them, then you keep to them. And this is what saves long distance relationships. Most times when we don't talk about things, then people don't know and they do whatever comes to their mind. And there's something about being far away from your partner that makes you feel you can do some things that would not occur to you to do if you were living with them, if you were with them in the same city. You would not think about doing these things, but because they are thousands of miles away, it will cross your mind. It's almost natural. So these things have got to be discussed. Am I talking to anybody? They've got to be discussed, people. Yes. Okay. Can I do lunch? Yes, with a friend of the opposite sex. Most times, because it's long distance, it's easy to innocently consider things you would not consider doing if your partner lived in the same city as you. And sometimes it's not so innocent. You could be thinking, they'll never find out anyway, so let me just go do it and have some fun. They'll not know. That's a bad mindset, and that mindset is going nowhere. Nowhere fast. McAfee, how are you? For me, I think you don't need my permission to go out with your friends at night. But when you come back, I expect you to give me full gist of things that went on. I don't need to be left wondering. And that's good, McAfee. I like your name, McAfee. So yeah, me, McAfee. I mean, and that's pretty cool. But you see, you've told him, and he knows, and he keeps to it, and it's fine, and that's cool. Okay, we don't have to be controlling. Sometimes there's history, or you have baggage or some experiences, but we don't have to be controlling. But yeah, that's not bad. From Lois, it says, yes, I would want to know details. I know he shouldn't dance with his female friends. I agree with you too, I agree with everybody. You shouldn't dance with friends. Yes, online dating is the 21st dating protocol. Yes. And online dating can actually end you up in a long distance relationship. Is this Tutu the same Tutu I know? How are you? How are you doing? Hi. Hi, if that's you, let me know. Okay, this is 60 Minutes with PD. Please follow me right here at PIDI19. Let's do relationships together. Please fill my contact form for free counseling, free confidential counseling. Please send us your testimonials. If you've been just helped or blessed, let's know. You have to discuss do's and don'ts. Oh yes, when you are in a long distance relationship, discuss your do's and don'ts, discuss all boundaries. Even though you are in a long distance relationship, still live your life as if your partner or spouse is with you. This is important. Many times we start to live our lives differently because they're not living in the same city as we are. But we shouldn't do that. Even though you're in a long distance relationship, live your life like they were there. Live it like they were there. It would give you the automatic boundaries of things that you should do and you shouldn't do. And this is something that's going to make things work. And I'll tell you this, if you live a different life when you are in long distance, when you finally come together, you're going to struggle because you'll have developed some habits that's not working. And because you've done it for so long, now that you're together, you could instinctively start doing it. And that would be a problem. So I hope that we catch that right there. Yes, it's not easy, but a long distance relationship can work. Trust is important in all relationships, but it is more important in a long distance relationship. You're far away. I can't check up on you. I have to believe what you tell me. Okay, so I have to trust you. I mean, trust becomes premium. It becomes premium in a long distance relationship because I just have to trust you. I didn't hear from you last night. If my mind goes like, you could have been with somebody, you could have been doing something. By morning, I'm all messed up. And it doesn't have to be. I need to trust you. He's like, you know what? I trust her. I trust him. He's where he's supposed to be. And, we can just keep moving. Okay? Hi. Good. Can you hear me, people? So trust is important, okay? And don't don't lie to your partner or spouse. The worst thing that you can do in a long distance relationship is to lie and get caught in the lie because it just ruins everything. I mean, is anybody listening to me here? Where you don't want to be caught in a lie. You just don't want to be caught in a lie because, in fact, you don't want to lie, okay? Because once you've lied once and you be caught, it's like this was a lie. Then everything else you've said starts to look, in shades of gray and red. And it's just very bad. So be honest, be truthful. If for whatever reason you did something that they don't like, own up to it, explain, apologize, and keep moving. Okay? But don't lie. It could completely ruin your relationship, especially one that's going somewhere. You don't want that. Okay? Are we good? Because many times in a long distance relationship, there's this temptation like they won't find out. They're thousands of miles away. They won't find out. But don't have that mentality. It's not good. It's poisonous to a long distance relationship. You have to do everything possible to get your partner or spouse to trust you and have peace in their hearts. There's nothing like you having peace in your heart regarding your partner or your spouse that is thousands of miles away. Just have peace because you trust them. They've done everything to just show that you trust them. Liar, pants on fire. Yes, James, I hear you. Okay, go. Yes, always tell the truth. Stay in touch. Let them see your environment. If your plans change, let them know as soon as possible. Be where you say you'll be. Don't be out of reach. Very importantly, end all your contacts with a joyful note. And I'll tell you this, if we're long distance and I ended my conversation with you today, I'm sad. I was sad, I was upset. When I think about you to reach out to you, or when the memory of my last contact will always be a lens of my next contact. So that's very important, where be intentional, even though we had a hard conversation, end it with a smile, end it happily, so that the coming back together to speak and talk is going to be encouraging. You'll be encouraged to do it on both sides. So as a rule, don't do a thing where tonight we spoke, we were sad, we quarreled. Tomorrow we spoke, we're sad, we quarreled. If you do that long enough, this relationship is over. Because you don't have the time to embrace them, cuddle them, to reach out to them. It's all long distance. So you just have to make sure that no matter what it is, come to a nice solution, smile, crack a joke, do something happy, and then you can end. That's important, that you do something happy, something joyful. It's very important. It's a key to just keeping people attracted, keeping them excited, keeping them on, even though you're miles away. Make sure that you end your conversations with laughter, with joy, with a smile. That's very, very important. Very good. They will look forward to you calling again. Avoid quarrels and clashes in long distance relationships. If you quarrel and have a major clash long distance, how do you make up? I mean, making up is going to be hard, it's going to be slow because you're far away. So as a rule, be mature enough to avoid quarrels. Discuss things, but don't get it to that conflict level. It's like discuss it, talk about it, but don't escalate it to that conflict level. Not while you're in long distance, okay? When you get together physically, sure, do what you need to do, but not while you're long distance. It's easy to lose a precious person just by escalating, in long distance. Just avoid escalation. What if the other person is so hurt that he doesn't want to talk? You've got to reach out and try to get them to talk, and hopefully they're mature enough. There's something we have to learn, is that when we're hurt, we must talk. If you're hurt and you clam up, what solution do you hope to get by climbing up? And sometimes it's a natural response, but you've got to teach yourself to talk. You've got to teach yourself to talk, and that's important. I used to be like that long time ago, but it just doesn't work. Where you get hurt and then you climb up. When you get hurt, you talk. And most men do this thing, that when they get hurt, they climb up. But you've got to grow beyond that and trust the person enough with your emotions to open up. Most times when a person climbs up, it's a self-protection mechanism. One day we'll talk about the psychology of that. He's protecting himself. So he's put his guard down. Many men do that. They just have guards. They just have like gates, and they're hiding behind the gate. And then the more you pursue them, the further they go back. It's like a kid that climbs a tree, and when you pursue him, he goes high up the tree. But guess what? If you walk away and you keep quiet, after a while he's going to come down that tree and start to play again, and that's how you catch him. So if you have a guy who just shuts down, pull back. Let him know that you're there, but pull back. Just pull back a bit. After a while, he'll come down the tree. He'll play. If you're there to play with him, he'll play, and you'll get him back faster than you pursuing him while he's his protection up. One day we'll talk about this. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Has anybody experienced this? Talk to me, people. Okay. Yes. Where was I? Do you know you can watch a video together with your loved one on Zoom? It's called zating. That's what I asked the first time when I started. What is zating? It's a Zoom date. It's called zating. Did you get that? Like you can put the same video on Zoom, and she is 5,000 miles away. You're here, and you're watching the video together. You're commenting. You're talking about it. She has a drink. She's got some food. You have food where you are. You're eating. You're talking, and you're spending quality time together. This is 2021. Long distance has been reduced. The distance is shorter. Am I talking to anybody? Okay. so yeah. Like there's so much you can do. Okay, I think it's a bad, immature thought to just shut down. Yeah, it is, but people do, and we can't judge them. I think people do. I think men more than women do. Where it's like we've grown up with some kind of defense mechanism. When we think we may be hurt, we just go behind the walls and just shut down. And then, things can be difficult. We're not reachable for a while. But that shouldn't be the case. We should be available all the time. Okay, people. Yes. So you have to try if you are in a long distance relationship. 5 signs. Now, I'm going to give you 5 signs in a long distance relationship that the guy loves you. Now, this, you're going to love this. Like, there are 5 signs. Now, you're in a long distance relationship and you're not sure. Does he love me? Does he not? Like, 5 signs. If you get these 5 signs, it's like, yes, this guy loves me. Are you ready? Can we do this? Are we on? We only have 2 more minutes. My gosh. Oh, wow. This is not good. Okay, good. Before my sound guy comes. Okay. 1, is he communicating consistently? If he's consistent in his communication pattern, and even when there's a deviation, he explains, and you have priority in his life. He's communicating consistently. Now, this is a guy that you're reaching out, but he's reaching out as well consistently. It's a good thing. Okay, and he has a set pattern. This is how he reaches out to you consistently. It's a good sign. 2, he includes you in his fun activities. Okay, so he's out with his friends. He video calls you, introduces you to his people. He's out. He's in the gym. He gives you a call. He's in the car. He calls you. Like whatever he's doing, that's fun. Okay, he's calling you and he's including you in the fun. And his friends are getting to know you, see you, hear your voice. This guy is into you. This guy, he's not hiding you. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a really, really good sign. Okay. He's a part of your daily life, which means he's encouraging you through your situations. It's like you told me you had a meeting. He actually remembers and says, that meeting with your boss, how did it go? That case you had in court, how did it go? Like he remembers and he's tracking you, he's following you. It's a sign that he's into you, he loves you. So start to understand this. Yes, that's right. Okay. And then he has plans to bring you together. So which means that he's talking about this long distance ending. If the guy is talking about it, he's planning it, it's a good thing. The guy is into you, he loves you. This long distance relationship can work. Fantastic. Spice up your long distance relationship. Do things differently from time to time. Surprise them. Send them a gift. Send pictures of yourself at different times. Carry them along pictorially throughout your day. Wherever you are during the day, take a picture, send it to them. I'm not done, people, but I got to go. Let me give you this last one. If you are struggling to connect with them emotionally in the long distance relationship, then that's a problem. Okay? It's a red flag. I'm talking about red flags now. Long distance should not affect your emotional connection. And if it's affecting your emotional connection, there is a fundamental problem that needs to be addressed. Let's know that. Don't blame the emotional connection on the distance, because it's not. Because when you finally come together, you find that it's still there. I gotta go, people. I got 2 minutes. Let me try them. If they are not talking about their future, it's a red flag, which includes you. They are not setting goals that include the both of you. It's a red flag. If you're afraid of asking your partner or spouse questions, let me tell you this. You have got to be friends. Are you ever afraid to ask your friend questions? So if you're in a situation where you're afraid to ask them any question, know that the friendship is not where it should be. Okay? You should be able to ask any question. And lastly, I have a ton of stuff left. I'm not done. But in a long distance relationship, ask questions. Ask questions. Ask about everything, because you're not there physically to see, okay, and to sense. But because you've asked the right questions, you actually get to know, which is what you're doing. When you're seeing and you're sensing, you're trying to know. So if you ask questions, you get to know. So ask questions. Don't hold back. Any kind of question, just ask it. And the best way to ask a question is just direct. It's like, hi guys, just direct. Ask directly. And I'm going to rest my case right here. Guys, it's been lovely. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'll be back next week at the same time. Get your friends, follow me. I'm having a blast. I hope you're having a blast too. I just know that your relationships are going to be amazing, enjoyable, and sweet. You are well, your knowledge base has lifted. So you're going to do relationships in an amazing kind of way. So guys, I love you. I gotta go. Got to go.